Well, the news at noon starts right now.
Good afternoon. We start with the latest update in the case of the missing mom, Suzanne Simpson. This is a new mugshot of Brad Simpson, Suzanne's husband. Brad was arrested and charged with assault and unlawful restraint. However, those charges are not related to her disappearance. Records show his bonds total $2 million. Now, Suzanne Simpson has not been seen since Sunday night. A new piece of evidence has been made public in hopes of finding her. Olmos Park police released this picture you see on your screen of Suzanne at the Argyle at the private club in Alamo Heights. It was the last image of Suzanne before she disappeared late Sunday night, October 6th. Neighbors told police they heard arguing and saw Suzanne and her husband Brad in a physical altercation where they say he was holding her from getting away. Here's how you can help. If you have any information about where Suzanne might be, you can reach out to Olmos Park investigators at any of these phone numbers you see right there on your screen. And domestic violence does not discriminate. That's the message from a shelter director who says abusive relationships happen to people regardless of where they live, in the wealthiest or the poorest neighborhoods. The message this October, which is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, is that communities can no longer stay silent. Domestic violence can include physical, psychological, verbal, financial, sexual, and religious abuse. Elda Garcia with Southwest Family Life Center says affluent families, people with high-profile careers or money, are most often embarrassed to speak up because of what it could mean to their social status.
There are multiple reasons that they don't leave. Only the person that's actually experiencing the abuse and the violence knows what they're going through. There is help. All they have to do is reach out. There's a coalition, the Texas Council on Family Violence. You know, anybody can go on there. There's the National Crisis Hotline that they can call.
There are so many resources. We have a whole list of them on KSAT.com. There is a local shelter here in Bexar County with wraparound services, but Garcia says you can also reach out to rural shelters if you need help, but are weary of reaching out to a shelter closer to you. There's also the national hotline, 800-799-7233. And a reminder, if you know anyone who needs help getting in touch with domestic violence resources, scan this QR code, head to our website. That is ksat.com/domestic violence. There you'll find a helpful list of organizations, how to recognize the signs of domestic violence, and you can ask your own questions there about getting help and more. All right, heading outside, let's take a look at I-35. This stretch of the highway expected to be packed all weekend long. That's because of the ACL Festival in Austin and the Texas OU game in Dallas. So if you're traveling along I-35 this weekend, make sure you drive safe, plan it out, leave early, and keep an eye out for any delays. Looking outside at live cam, it's going to be toasty for anyone getting out there for those events.
It is, and I think I know who you're rooting for that game tomorrow,
No.
Courtney. I think I know.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I do. I'll let you decide who Courtney is rooting for. Hey, you know what? It is a warm one for us this afternoon. In fact, temperatures are already in the 80s, but it's a little bit more humid than it was this time yesterday. So let's go ahead and take a look outside. Across the state of Texas, it's 82 in San Antonio. It's 86 in Del Rio. I want you to take a look up to the north. Notice in Amarillo, it's 84. It's technically warmer in Amarillo and Lubbock than here in San Antonio, but it feels warmer here. And this is the reason why. As we take a look at dew points are pleasant and low in the 30s and 40s up in the Panhandle. But here in San Antonio, we're still seeing dew points right around 60 degrees, which is considered pretty muggy. Now, there is some good news. Throughout the rest of the afternoon, humidity is going to be coming down. So this evening, it's going to be pretty dry outside before we see dew points work their way back up by tomorrow morning. What's happening this evening? For a lot of people, it's Friday Night Football, and we're going to have low humidity, pleasant temperatures in the 70s by the time the games end, and winds from the south at 5 to 10. Now, last night, there was something pretty amazing in the sky for some folks, especially those outside of San Antonio. The Aurora Borealis, will it be visible tonight? I'll have those details coming up.
Thank you so much, Sarah. Well, cleanup efforts still in full swing right now in Florida following Hurricane Milton's damaging winds and flooding. This hurricane hit right after Helene was already there. People from across the nation have poured into the state to help those devastated families try to survive day by day while they get their homes back in order. Some of those volunteers from right here in our own community have stepped up. Lucy Medina is a seasoned volunteer, and she's hoping as some of the viewers see the need, if they have time, they'll sign up to volunteer as well.
My goodness, it's providing comfort for those that have lost everything instead of just you see their faces and you see their loss. They've lost their home. There's nothing for them to come back to at times, and to be able to provide a need, some water, even a cold bottle of water or some food for them. That was, over and over, we were being thanked for being out there and doing what we could for them.
Medina says if you have time, there's a great need for volunteers to help communities right here in South Texas for deployments all over the nation as well. There are a lot of ways to volunteer with the Red Cross. You can find out more information on how to sign up on our website. Well, a second suspect has been arrested in connection with the death of University of Incarnate Word student Joseph Banales. Banales was shot and killed while driving on I-35 in Selma in April of 2023. Our Sarah Acosta joins us live with the latest on the arrest. And Sarah, we know another suspect was arrested in late September as well.
Yes, that's right, Courtney. So on September 20th, 29-year-old Jacob Daniel Cerna, this man on your screen, he was arrested and charged with the murder in Banales' death. Now Cerna's charges have been downgraded to serious bodily injury or death due to raising. This after Selma police arrested this man, Matthew Alexander, 33 years old, who admitted to Selma police that he shot and killed Banales back in April of 2023. So officers say Alexander also admitted to knowing Cerna and communicating with him on the night of Banales' death. Originally, Cerna's wife told police Cerna shot and killed Banales, but like we said earlier, his charges have been downgraded. So the 22-year-old student was found dead in his crashed vehicle on I-35 near the Forum on the night of April 15th of last year. He had a gunshot wound to his head. His family believes he was the victim of a road rage incident. Investigators say Alexander and the first man arrested 3 weeks ago, Cerna, were racing on the highway leading up to that shooting. And Banales' family has started a scholarship in Joseph's name at Security Service Federal Credit Union. So if anyone is interested in donating, you can visit KSAT.com where we have that information. Courtney?
Thank you so much, Sarah. Well, we also have new updates on a shooting that killed an 18-year-old girl last night. SAPD says Kayla Salas was shot and killed in the front passenger seat of her mother's car. Police say two men, possibly in their late teens, met up with Salas around 7 last night on Dean Street near Kenwood Park. For some unknown reason, shots were fired at her. Police are still searching for those suspects. If you know anything, contact SAPD. Moms who have lost their kids to fentanyl poisoning have turned their pain into action. For Americans age 18 to 45, the leading cause of death is fentanyl overdose and poisoning, and they want to stop that. I sat down with one of those angel moms about the second annual fentanyl awareness walk they know will save lives.
Braden was just the best spirited person ever. He loved his dog Noelle. His Mustang was his life. He wanted to be in the military like his grandfather.
Braden Williams was just 21 when he died in 2020 from fentanyl poisoning. His mom, Nikki Goles, said he had medical problems since birth and over time developed severe insomnia.
His meds weren't working and he thought he bought an Oxy from a friend, and unfortunately he never woke up.
It is her mission to teach families nationwide that fentanyl is now in every type of drug. Just 2 years ago, it was killing 200 Americans a day, and the numbers are rising.
Just a horrific loss, but trying to turn it into something good.
She met other moms who had lost their kids to fentanyl poisoning, now called Angel Moms. They created the first ever fentanyl awareness walk in Texas. Souls Walking for Souls, pulling in big leaders, including the governor, state representatives, local leaders, and federal law enforcement agencies.
I think it solidifies the fact that they know that there is an issue, that it's not a red issue, it's not a blue issue.
Goles is now on the board, planning this year's event, which is on Sunday. The subject, serious, but there will also be celebration of life and life-saving trainings on Narcan, which reverses the effects of fentanyl and other opioids.
Us Angel Moms, we carry it. I have a case over to my right. I've got 48 of them. Anybody, anytime can call or text and we'll bring it to you. Personally.
They speak at schools, businesses, churches, educating everyone they can.
We need all the help we can get to fight this.
And she does it every day for her Braden.
He loved life big.
And she will work tirelessly to make sure other kids will live long lives full of that big love and free of fentanyl.
His mom's doing such incredible things. The Souls Walking for Souls event, the second annual walk, will be this Sunday, October 13th at 4:30. The Green Line, that's at Brooks City Base at Sydney Brooks. For more information, ksatcommunity.com. I am lucky to be the MC for that event. Lots of fun things, and then, of course, lots of information on fentanyl poisoning, awareness, and how you can help stop this epidemic. Still ahead, the airport in Tampa forced to shut down due to Milton. When flights are expected to start back up. Plus, what led to 24 people getting stuck thousands of feet underground in Colorado? That's coming up after the break. In Colorado, at least one person is dead and 23 had to be rescued after being trapped in a mine there. The historic facility outside Colorado Springs now operates as a tourist attraction. Its staff takes visitors 1,000 feet below the surface. The Teller County Sheriff says 2 groups were touring the Molly Kathleen gold mine near Colorado Springs yesterday. He says 12 people were on an elevator system that malfunctioned.
We had a mechanical issue that created a severe danger for the participants or the riders that were on board.
The sheriff says at least 2 children were on the elevator system when it malfunctioned, but he says only adults were in the group that got trapped further below. Heading outside, looking at live cam, not a cloud in the sky. The mornings have been beautiful, but we're right about that time.
They've been beautiful and they've been very consistent, Courtney. I mean, every single day we've had total sunshine, cool mornings, warm afternoons. Today is going to be one of those days too. Hey, I want to mention ragweed is up from yesterday. It's down moderate levels. Mold, grass, and pigweed, however, are low. And the aquifer is actually up 1/10 of a foot over the past 24 hours, but it's still way below the monthly average. Coming up, I'm going to show some of your pictures of the aurora borealis last night, and we're going to talk about cooler mornings potentially right around the corner. Details ahead.
Good news out of Tampa. The Tampa International Airport reopened this morning following a multi-day closure from Hurricane Milton. We are on the X page right now, the account. It says they made that update at 8:15. So that closure started before Milton hit and had to remain closed due to the storm. The airport suffered wind damage and some flooding as Milton passed through to Tampa. And so, you know, Sarah, we know how horrible it was. Not to just this storm was massive, but after Helene hit.
Absolutely.
So much. We all have friends and family, a lot of us in that area. And
at last check, 2.3 million people in Florida are still without power. Yeah. So impressive to see that much people without power. You had a question about the aurora borealis.
I did. So yes, that's something else that people are talking about. We see that it's pink. When we think about the aurora borealis, we think of green. Mm-hmm. So I would love an explanation.
Well, the reason that if you were able to observe it, and first of all, only people outside of the city lights, and usually with cameras, were able to observe it. If you did, it was pink. And the reason why is because the pink color is what we're able to see in the higher levels of the aurora, physically up in the atmosphere. In order to emit green, it has to interact with oxygen, more oxygen, and there's more oxygen at the lower levels. So in Texas, we hardly ever see the aurora borealis, and if we do, it's usually so far above us and way off in the horizon.
Okay, so it's just the color spectrum.
Yeah, and it's the type of gas that the magnetic particles of the sun interact with. Here's a picture of that beautiful aurora borealis yesterday. This was in Gonzales. So again, outside of the city lights of San Antonio, and Again, because it was fairly hard to see with the naked eye, some people were able to briefly. You could see more vibrant colors when looking at it through your phone camera because the phone camera is a little bit more sensitive to light. The question I've been getting asked is, are we still going to be expecting some coronal mass ejections, or as Adam likes to call it, the sun burping in our direction, which I thought was really clever. Oh, it's possible. We have seen a downturn recently in the activity. However, we have to wait and see because we really won't know until this evening. And if you want to chance it, you can go for it. Just try to get outside of the city lights. And again, using your camera phone will help you if you point to the north. So if you do, let us know and send in your pictures to KSAT Connect. There's some stories about a coronal mass ejection, what it is, geomagnetic storms. Scan that. And of course, it'll take you to some of the other pictures that we've seen from folks. So take a look at that. Okay, it has been 36 days since we have seen measurable rain in San Antonio. That is brutal. Since September 1st, we've only seen about 1.5 inches of rain, which is almost 4 inches below what we usually should see. And since the start of the year, we've seen more than 21 inches of rain, but that's about 4.5 inches below what we usually see by this time of the year. And unfortunately, there's no rain chances in our forecast. You can see that we've got a new drought monitor out, and we are looking at that area of extreme drought expanding back out to where it was, and now most of San Antonio is under severe drought at the moment. We need rain, but we're just not going to get it. Hey, it's 82 degrees in San Antonio, 83 in Bulverde, 86 in New Braunfels, 85 in Poteet, 83 in Uvalde, and 84 in Lakey. As I mentioned, no major rain chances in our forecast over the next several days. And for the rest of your day today, it's going to be fairly quiet. Lower humidity, though, in the afternoon, and so that allows us to warm up to 95 degrees. Quickly cooling tonight should be nice for any kind of Friday night activities. Football, going on a date, it's going to be great outside, so enjoy it. Now, warm weather extending all the way up to Chicago this afternoon. Really, though, there is some colder air up in Canada. We're going to be watching this carefully because there are indications that it could graze Texas next week, which, yeah, we won't be cold, but we will be cooler. Take a look at the 7-day forecast. Temperatures coming down, morning lows in the 50s, and that would be for the first time this season that we would see morning lows of the 50s in San Antonio. Afternoon highs below 90. Yeah, that's a Texas cool front right there.
It's sad that we're excited about that.
I know.
That's okay. We'll deal with it. All right, the Red River rivalry is tomorrow, and we have a little bet going on inside the newsroom. We'll tell you what that is in sports. Plus, the Spurs looking forward to their next preseason game. We're hearing from Wemby and CP3 on the bonds they're building. Former Spur Danny Green announced his retirement from the NBA yesterday. Green saying once he turned 37, he started to feel the wear and tear of the game it had on his body, rightfully so. So he is moving on, a 3-time champion, including one with the Spurs in 2014. Wednesday night, San Antonio improved to 1-1 in their preseason, defeating Orlando by a 10-point margin. And what a night it was for future Hall of Fame point guard Chris Paul, making his Spurs debut alongside this generation's phenom, Victor Wembanyama.
Playing here with this group of guys, being out there with Vic, Harrison, who I've known for a long time, playing for Pop, obviously, it's a very unique and special experience.
Being on the court with him certainly feels like, you know, he's got things in control, so reassuring a little bit. And yeah, it's you know, it's one more teammate, you know, I can rely on in tough moments or in doubt moments, you know, so it's only positive.
Well, those two only had a few practices leading up to the game, excited for their 2-man game to blossom this season. But first, the third of 5 preseason games for San Antonio goes down tomorrow night at 7 here in San Antonio. That's the third. Will be the 120th Red River rivalry game between Texas and Oklahoma, but the first meeting, though, in the SEC. The Sooners proved victorious last year. Texas, however, ranks top in the country going into the game and are 14-point favorites. But Oklahoma knows it can't afford another SEC loss. The Sooners will start true freshman Michael Hawkins Jr. at quarterback, while UT will start Quinn Ewers after he missed 2 games with an oblique injury. But as we know, anything can happen in a rivalry game.
It doesn't matter if we're both unranked, if we're ranked number 1, number 2, or whatever we're ranked now. You know, it's always going to be a great game just because both fan bases get up for this one, and it's close to home for both teams, so it's always going to be a good game, and we know that.
We take a lot of pride. If we get 2 weeks to prepare offensively, we feel pretty good that we're going to put together a great game plan, and our guys can execute it. I feel the same way about Coach Venables on the defensive side. You give him 2 weeks, they're going to have a really good defensive plan, and their guys will be dialed in, and that's when it comes down to execution.
All right, I am joined by Haley Powers, the producer of this show. We pulled her out of the control room. I don't know what this is, Haley. Oh, this happens to be a blinking Hook'em Horns pin.
Oh, do you like my shirt?
Yes, I know. I didn't wear my UT shirt. Anyway, so it's clearly obvious she graduated from OU, and I am a UT grad. Oh, they want to get the blinking pin. Here we go. It has different, look, we can get it.
You know, you can just turn that upside down, right?
You know what? We've talked about this before, Haley. You guys need to get more creative. Get your own hand signal. It's like you're obsessed with us.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. So we have a rivalry going on this weekend, and we're very excited about it.
I'm very excited. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little nervous. Texas is really good right now. I mean, honestly, great for them, but it's also OU Texas, and you never know what happens in these rival games.
Exactly. Okay. So we are having a bet. We want to let you know about this bet. We're going to see what happens, but we're making it interesting. Whoever wins, the other person, let's say the loser, will have to wear the other person's merch on Monday. So I would wear an OU shirt, which isn't going to happen. And then
we'll see. Hey, you didn't think it was going to happen last year.
I know, it's true. It's so true. That's why I'm nervous too.
I know. You never know. I mean, it's going to be a good game either way. It is exciting. It's the first SEC game for OU in Texas, and I'm happy that this rivalry will continue.
Yeah. No, we love it. We love it deep down. Also, I have to give a shout out. My grandfather played for OU.
Yeah, Boomer Sooner, baby.
My grandmother went there, and every single touchdown in these games, we call each other. It is the best. So Grandma, hook 'em, going down. Anyway, so tomorrow will be an exciting game.
Yes.
Every year we get to watch it together because she's producing tomorrow night and I will be anchoring.
The newsroom is going to be loud tomorrow.
It's going to be loud. So also I wanted to mention, included in this bet, of course, is my fellow Longhorn anchor, Stephanie Cerna. She's sad she's off today, but she wanted to be a part of this. And our reporter, Zaria Oates, who's an avid Sooner. She doesn't get until later tonight, but we will include them in that. Zaria's working tomorrow.
Yes, it's going to be fun.
All right. We're glad to have Haley here. We're going to find out the winner of our bet tomorrow afternoon. The Red River rivalry. God, every year is kicking off at 2:30 right here on KSAT, so be sure to tune in with us. All right, Haley, you can go back in the control.
Okay, bye, guys.
That was fun, though. All right, still ahead in our next half hour, how many USAA employees got a little taste of what it's like to go through basic training? Plus, a chemical leak has turned deadly in Houston. The chemical that was leaked and how this shutdown is affecting the city of Deer Park. To the Houston area now, where a chemical leak has killed at least 2 people. Investigators say hydrogen sulfide was accidentally released at a Pemex chemical facility in Deer Park. The chemical is extremely flammable and highly toxic, able to cause death even at low concentrations.
There's still some levels of some of this material that's a little bit elevated, but it's contained within the complex itself.
The city of Deer Park was put under a shelter-in-place order until air monitoring determined it was safe to go outside again. People were advised to close their windows, doors, and turn off AC units until that all clear was finally given. Okay, back here at home, more than 400 USAA employees spent their morning getting a taste of what military members go through on their first day of basic training. It's not easy. The trainees have been spending the last 2 months to get in shape for the company's annual 0-day PT, where organizers say they want the employees at USAA to understand what retired service members have experienced. Volunteer veterans and active duty military led the team in push-ups, burpees, running, tire flipping, crawling, and other Army drills. You can learn more about the story by heading to KSAT.com. That is not easy.
I know. No, it isn't.
I'm tired watching them.
Oh, man. I watched them at like 5 this morning, and actually one of our reporters, Devin, went through it with him.
Did he really?
I do not envy you, Devin. That is pretty awesome.
He could do it. He could.
Yeah, you got to check that out. All right. Hey, I want to start with the fact that today is an Ozone Action Day. You know, these are issued because there is a small potential in the afternoon that for a few hours ozone levels could be elevated. So Ozone Action Day around the city of San Antonio all the way up to the city of Austin. Often in more populated places, ozone can accumulate. So air quality forecast unhealthy for some today, but so far we have not seen that verify. So far air quality is just fine, but just be aware a few hours this afternoon. But over the weekend, air quality should be just fine. All right, it's 82 in San Antonio, 86 in Bulverde, 81 in Bernie. This afternoon it's 85 in Uvalde and 85 in Pleasanton. We're going to warm up, though, because humidity's coming down and temperatures are going up. 94 for the high, but with low humidity, look how quickly we cool off, too. We'll already be in the low 70s by midnight. A nice Friday night in store for a pretty nice weekend. I'll, of course, have that weekend forecast for you coming up in a few minutes. And some people saw the aurora borealis last night, but there's going to be another astronomical phenomenon that most people will be able to see. I'll have those details coming up.
In courts this morning, a 14-year-old teen who was arrested and accused of fatally shooting 16-year-old Joel Castillo on Wednesday night had a detention hearing. According to police, the 14-year-old got into an argument with the other teen at an apartment complex on the west side near Agatha Street and San Carlos. According to the preliminary report from SAPD, the 14-year-old pulled a gun and shot Castillo multiple times, killing him. In the hearing this morning, it was revealed the 14-year-old was on probation on a previous charge that had not been revealed. A probation officer told the court that the teen had failed drug testing up to 7 times while he's been on probation. Judge William Cruz Shaw ordered the teen to stay in jail until his next hearing, which is later this month. New at noon, the punishment phase for Jesus San Miguel has ended in a mistrial. Jesus San Miguel was found not guilty of murder, but was convicted of criminally negligent homicide for the death of Joshua Kinnaman. The two got into a fight in April of 2023 during a school lunch break that quickly turned deadly. Punishment phase for San Miguel began around 12:30 yesterday, and the jury was sent home after 10 p.m. and brought back this morning. But with no clear verdict, the punishment phase will have to happen again. The race to the White House continues today. Former President Trump taking his campaign to Michigan to propose a new economic proposal. That proposal to make car interest loans fully tax deductible. The former president didn't say how he'd pay for it. On the other side, Vice President Kamala Harris taking part in a town hall in Las Vegas. She asked to name 3 virtuous qualities about former President Trump, and she could only name one.
I think Donald Trump loves his family, and I think that's very important. I think family is one of the most important things that we can prioritize. But I don't really know him, to be honest with you.
In Pittsburgh, former President Obama tried chipping away at Trump's lead on the economy by saying Trump inherited a good one. This was Obama's first campaign event for Harris since the Democratic National Convention. And with Election Day nearing, we are just 10 days away from the start of early voting in Texas. Early voting will go from October 21st to November 1st, and locations can vary from city to city. If you decide to vote early, remember to have your photo ID with you. And Election Day is November 5th. Well, the weekend's finally here. Coming up later in the show, we're taking a look at some of the big events coming to downtown San Antonio this weekend. Plus, multiple recalls to tell you about, including one involving this baby swing. Why the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says you need to get this fixed before you put your baby in it. Well, we have a few recalls to tell you about. The first one involving a baby swing that could cause a baby to suffocate. The Fisher-Price Snugga swings are being recalled by the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. The commission says the infants who died were unrestrained and bedding materials were added to the product. The swing should never be used for sleeping and bedding materials should never be added to it. But if you have one, you should remove the headrest and body support insert from the seat pad before continuing to use the swing for your baby. Fisher-Price is also offering a $25 refund for those who remove and destroy the headrest and body support insert. Ready-to-eat meat producer Bruce Pack has recalled nearly 10 million pounds of meat and poultry products. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says routine testing found Listeria bacteria in the food. They were produced from June 19th to October 8th, so they could still be in consumers' fridges or freezers. There have been no confirmed reports of illness, but it can take up to 10 weeks for symptoms of Listeria infection to manifest. Symptoms could include fever, muscle aches, confusion, or seizures. Heading outside again with live cam. You know, if you can make it out in the mornings, it's nice. Yeah. But I'm struggling with the ragweed and the pollen, so I feel like even if you make it out, you need to take some allergy medicine.
Absolutely. I'm glad you mentioned the ragweed because it's actually up, Courtney.
Yep, I can tell.
I know. Ragweed is moderate. Mold's low in grass. Mold's pigweed and grass are low. And the aquifer is up 1/10 of a foot over the past 24 hours. All right, you ready for a pretty picture? Even though it's going to be hot in the coming days and over the weekend, take a look at that. By the middle of next week, our highs could be in the 80s. We'll talk about our next cool front coming up.
Well, there are plenty of events happening this weekend across our city. HEB is hosting its 2024 Barbacoa and Big Red Festival at Freeman Coliseum. We know everybody loves that one. It goes from noon to midnight on Saturday and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday. Tickets are $20. Children 13 and under get in for free. And the big Texas Comic-Con is happening downtown all weekend. Celebrities will be there Friday to Sunday at the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. Plus, you can meet comic book creators and dress up like your favorite superheroes. Tickets are still available on their website. And we are getting ready for the iconic Clásico Regio soccer matchup between Tigres and Rayados this weekend at the Alamo Dome. You can enter to win a signed soccer jersey from your favorite team. KSAT is giving away a framed jersey signed by the Tigres UANL players. You can enter to win from 3 p.m. today until 11:59 p.m. on October 16th. It's all on our website, and the matchup is this Saturday, October 12th at the Alamo Dome. That's tomorrow.
Yes,
that's already
going
tomorrow.
On tomorrow.
Yes.
Clásico Regio, and then we've also got, the Red River rivalry.
Yes.
My favorite thing to do is to test people on if they can say Red River rivalry 3 times fast.
I usually get it right. Oh, right now?
Do it.
Red River rivalry. Red River rivalry. Red River rivalry.
Nice, good job.
Okay, I messed it up earlier, so I needed to redeem myself. Okay, you put me on the spot there.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Way to go,
I would
girl.
make you do it, but Haley would be upset because we're
we got to talk about the weather, I guess. Okay, hey, outside right now, it is in the 80s in San Antonio. It's already 90 degrees in Del Rio, 90 in Carrizo Springs, 89 in Freer. We are technically a little cooler than how we were this time yesterday, and that's because we've got a little bit more humidity than we did yesterday this time, but we're going to be looking at humidity coming down. It's going to be a toasty afternoon, 94 for the high temperature in San Antonio. But here's the good news. With the low humidity, it's going to cool down quickly tonight, and it'll be pretty pleasant. We're going to be looking at temperatures in the 70s by 10 o'clock, low 70s potentially by midnight. So a pretty nice Friday night to kick off your weekend. I want to take a look, though, of course, at the clouds and the radar. There's not much going on in the nation right now. Milton is exiting, or what is left of Milton is kind of affecting Bermuda here, but not in a major way. But unfortunately, there's still so many people without power in the state of Florida. Let's take a quick check. At last check, there were 2.3 million people without power across the state of Florida. Let's see if that ends up being the case as well. Yep, 2.3 million people without power in Florida. Now, as we take a look at your weekend forecast, we are going to be seeing temperatures pretty similar. I mean, Saturday and Sunday, the forecast is exactly the same. Okay, we're going to wake up at 63, and in the afternoon, it'll be 93. It'll be warm with low humidity. Sunday's our ditto day to Saturday. It's going to feel exactly the same. Now, What is our next change? Our next change is going to be arriving next Tuesday with the arrival of a cool front. That'll send our morning lows into the upper 50s for the first time this season. We haven't been that cool since May of this year. So again, that front moving through unfortunately doesn't come with any rain, so we're going to stay bone dry. We need more rainfall in San Antonio. It's just not going to happen for us. Maybe a little extra cloud cover and windy conditions on Wednesday, but that's about it. Hey, remember how I was talking about there's another opportunity for you to see something cool in the sky? Well, starting tonight, a comet is going to be visible through the 18th. Now, tonight it's going to be very difficult to see because it's going to be right at the horizon. But throughout the next several days, we're going to see that comet rise on the horizon. Here's what you need to know. When you're looking west for about 40 minutes after sunset, just look to the right of Venus. Venus will be the big bright star on the horizon. Just look to the right of it. It'll only be able to be seen at dusk, and as we get closer to next Friday, it'll be higher up in the sky. Binoculars do help in this case, and unlike a solar eclipse where it's not safe to look at the sun, it is with binoculars, so you can do that. And if you get a picture, send them to KSAT Connect. We did get some KSAT Connect pictures last night of the beautiful Aurora Borealis, which was visible in the hill country and outside of the city of San Antonio, particularly with a phone. There is still the possibility tonight that Aurora will be visible, especially in the northern tier of the United States. But here in San Antonio, we'll have to be lucky. You can give it a try. It just depends on if we get that solar activity later tonight. And if you want to give it a try, you can get away from city lights and use your phone and camera, little sensitive lenses there that are more sensitive to light than our own eyes. So give it a try, and if you see one, KSAT Connect.
And they will be pink.
Yeah, not green.
Not green. Further up in the atmosphere.
Yep.
I got it. All right, thanks, Sarah. Coming up after the break, why the largest collection of Mexican cookbooks has a big tie to San Antonio. Did you know the largest Mexican cookbook collection in the country is at UTSA? Executive Chef Roberto Gonzalez from La Familia Cortez is one of many chefs who researched books for a combination of recipes, ingredients, and stories there to recreate chiles and nogada. SA Live's Jen Tobias Stresky shows us how it all comes together.
Okay, now we get to see the chiles and nogada get plated. We're here at Mi Tierra with Chef Roberto. All right, show me how you're gonna put this together, Chef.
Okay, this is very traditional dish for the Puebla. So the chile nogada is first put it in is burned and keep the skin, and then put it inside the ground meat with all fruit. The recipe, the fruit is almond. We have different nuts, fruits like a peach, pineapple, a little bit plantains, cinnamon, of course meat, and a little recipe touch secret.
Yes, and again, all of this inspired from the cookbooks that you also were able to see. I didn't even realize it had the fruit and the plantains and the nuts. Okay, so the sauce is going on.
And this is the sauce. This is the nogada sauce. Bastic is creamed with goat cheese, cream cheese, and walnuts, and almonds, and a little bit cinnamon.
So how do you describe this? A little sweet, a little savory?
Yes, a little sweet, little salty, but very creamy, with touch like nuts.
Very, very good. Again, a traditional recipe as well.
Yeah.
Very traditional. I love that you got inspiration there at UTSA. Okay, so we're topping it.
So that is the color for the flag of Mexico. So you have a green. Okay. The pomegranate is red.
Beautiful.
Okay, and white for the nogada sauce, okay?
Nogada sauce.
But in this case, we prepared a special sauce with the nogada coulis. So for more gourmet, more flavor, like a touch of future kitchen.
Beautiful. What's in that sauce?
It's a use of pomegranate with honey and a little bit Jerez alcohol.
Alcohol, you say? Oh. Special ingredients. Okay, that looks beautiful.
Yeah, and only for more nice touch, a little bit of gold.
What? Gold too? A beautiful gold finish. Again, a lot of ingredients involved, a lot of history with the recipes. And would you say this is one of your favorite dishes? It's so pretty.
Of course.
I mean, look
Thank you.
It's so beautiful. And you can find it here at Mi Tierra, right?
Of course.
All month long?
And mi tierra, mi familia, la margarita, and also pico de gallo. You can
all the Familia
taste.
Cortez restaurants. Thank you so much, Chef. And again, look at this beautiful, beautiful plate.
Can you bring that to us, Jen? Looks so good. SA Live airs weekdays at 10 a.m. on KSAT 12. Scan the QR code on your screen for more arts, culture, food, and fun. Celebrating San Antonio is clearly what they're all about. We'll be right back.